Me?
All right.
Okay.
It seems like you were saying something and I cut you off.
Ah, okay.
All
Did
right.
you start?
Yes, yes, I just started. So,
Mhm.
welcome guys to this session. We had another session on Tuesday, and we did some brief introduction, but that time Gary was not able to join us. So, probably I'd like to ask you to maybe let's do that over again so that we get to know each other. I'll start with Gary, and then the rest of the team can do a brief introduction, and we can move on from
Hello, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Hello, guys. Yeah, I just heard the recording from their from the session on Tuesday, and it was questions. Some of them I can address. So let's say one of which was why Eldoret, um, and the program itself it runs like for a while. And we initially, if you ask me, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we wanted to launch it in Ukraine. But because of the war and many different things, kind of like we wanted to move to another place. And we picked Kenya particularly because people speak English, the internet penetration is big, and unemployment, and especially youth unemployment, is very high. So we decided that probably, or I decided at that time, so probably Kenya sounds like reasonable. And more importantly, most importantly, I knew Kevin before, and Kevin was there. That is why, and when Kevin kind of reemerged, it was kind of like a solution. And what else? With the program, people ask about KenyaX. Of course not. It's not. It's not. It's not in production. Everything is we are prototyping. The idea is to create a program for school students like you, I guess, to explore workplace, to see how it goes, how work happens, to get better understanding. As Kevin mentioned, maybe to choose kind of your profession or to kind of to better have career path and and also to start your work experience and start building your professional networks because in the workplace professional networks and work experience matter. So why not to start as early as possible? And eventually I want to build a program or participate in the program which I would love to have when I was a school student. When I was kind of instead of pressuring, or did you decide your university? Did you decide where you want to go? I would be given kind of a choices. Like when you go to the restaurant and ask, uh, like people ask, what do you want, right? You say, oh, what is on the menu? But if you're not given what is on the menu, how would you decide? So it was one of the reasons. Um, and yes, right now we are in in professional terms we are in beta testing right now. So we try to test this program or kind of the beginning, the kind of the first part, like the first part of onboarding. We try to test like alpha tests between ourselves. And then we invited some people from outside, and now you. So we are still like in this beta testing. But this is not in production. We are not marketing it yet. So basically, Kevin marketed as a prototype building, right? I guess. This is what I want to say.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, also, I don't remember who, maybe Grace, said like, what do you offer and how it's different from other offers? And Kevin didn't miss this part of how it's different from other offers. So as of now, we offer you just to join and to help us to build. We don't have any kind of marketing offers. It's not a kind of market, it's not a product on the market yet. So again, I will repeat. So hopefully you will get exposed to the workplace. You will get some experience. You will get some, like, start building your professional networks, people who can give you recommendations or like advice, like maybe to be a mentor potentially, uh, and you will get better understanding, hopefully, prayerfully, that what you want to do when you got to the workplace as a kind of as a worker or active participant, let's say in this way. I don't know about the other offers. What we offer is pretty unique. Um, Most of the other proposals, I don't know about Kenya. I've never been to Kenya. I always wanted to go, but I've never been there. I even never been to Africa. I was born in Asia. I grew up in Europe. I live in America. I've been to the Caribbeans in the southern hemisphere, but never kind of in this, never in Australia or Africa. So, so I don't know what is kind of how it happens, but in America, probably, let's say McDonald's they offer like the first jobs. Um, they say, "Oh, come to us. You will work your team. You will start building your kind of work experience. Work with the partners." So maybe this will be like a similar or offer from the same bucket, but we are different. So like McDonald's look for people who will like deliver foods, right?
Hmm.
Serve foods, prepare foods, and we plan to do more kind of like a widespread, touch several professions or roles, we'll call them. Yeah, this is also what I wanted to add.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'd also like to invite the team to introduce themselves so that also, Gary, you can get a better feel of everyone and how they came to be part of this team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if they want to.
Sure. Yeah.
They might make kind of stay incognito or whatever. We don't want to put anyone on the kind of some uncomfortable spot.
Correct. Correct.
We want we want to build a service like Kevin mentioned it. We want to build a service for people, and in the best case scenario, I'm repeating his idea. Um, Kind of when you like start, like we think about the people who are going after you, so
Hmm.
they like hopefully or eventually, or the goal is purposefully our goal to offer other people who are going after you, your successors, a better platform, better services than you had
Correct.
when you were joining. So this is the goal. If we can do this, let's do this. And
Hmm.
I will do whatever is needed from me when I have no technical difficulties.
Okay. Yeah, so anyone from the team who would like to introduce themselves. So, and then from there, we can now start the session. Sure, sure. Go ahead, Ryan.
Good, good evening, Mr. Kevin and Mr. Gary. My name is Ryan Gisharu. I heard of Kenya X through Kevin. He came to our church, kind of told us all about Kenya X, the whole idea behind it, and personally, I loved it. The idea of creating something that is gonna help the young people
Yeah,
find a career, find a skill, build a skill, and have some idea of what they are gonna do in future. I think that was really good, and I also do hope that even as we test this prototype of the website, I do hope it'll be in production very soon, and I'll be grateful knowing that I helped it come. Yeah, thank you very much.
all right. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan.
So we started with KenyaX website, right, Kevin?
Yeah, sure. We started with KenyaX.
Yeah. So whatever kind of on the KenyaX website, which is not perfect, right?
Yeah.
If you can suggest anything, Kevin, did they see what Rahim recorded or not?
I'm not sure. Probably not. Did anyone
Yeah.
get to our YouTube channel? Because we were basically just reviewing the KenyaX
It
website.
will. Yeah. It will be kind of after they done. It's interesting to show them
Mm-hmm.
what Rahim did, so they can compare their
Correct.
result with the Rahim's result.
Yes. Sure. So, is if there's no one else who would like to, Grace would like to speak. Yes, yes, Grace. Sure. Go ahead, Grace. You may unmute, and we can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Okay. Hi, my name is Grace Mariwa.
Hi, Grace.
I'm happy to be part of the team. I'm looking forward to learn new skills and meeting new people.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We're also happy you're here with us. Yes, Brian.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Or as okay, my name is Brian Terer. Also part of this wonderful team. Okay, when I got to know about Kenya X and also to explore it a bit, I I got that it has the idea um, to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and practical experience. So, with this,
Yeah.
it brings the opportunity to participate in real world projects while also building the industry relevant skills across the young people, not only in Kenya, but maybe even beyond.
Yeah.
So, I'm really eager to see this up and running and actually doing this vision that it holds and this mission that it holds. And yeah, so I'm really grateful to be part of the team.
All right.
Grateful to have you as a part of our team.
Mhm. Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier to Gary, like Brian has been very instrumental in bringing the team together. He's like our contact person. Whenever the team face any challenges, they reach out to Brian. Brian speaks to me, and we find a solution. So thank you also, Brian.
I use the word liaison, right? Kind of
Correct. Yeah.
connection between.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good.
All right. So
We need we can move to like a event organizer. Event organizing with him.
all right.
We need your skill, Brian.
Mhm.
I will tell you that.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the next session of this event. That is where Gary, now you come in, and we get to start doing what we are to do from now henceforth. So that is probably learning what like product analysts do, and as we had mentioned earlier on, like a task for the team, and we'll go on from there. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like yes, we developed. So the idea. I will start with the general idea.
Yeah.
Like for the practice, we developed like four roles, which Kevin mentioned before. And the four roles will be product analyst, website developer. Maybe we will change the word website. Then cloud operator and event organizer. So the idea of these four roles is to take on their different tasks from their like entry level, pre-entry level.
Mm-hmm.
So product analysis is basically to analyze what is like work products. Probably it will be better called like not not product analyst, but work product analyst, work result analyst, because we want to kind of to discuss what has been done by someone else. Then will be event organizing, like to organize events like we have right now, to put people together, what Brian is doing, to make sure that the technology is working. Also, we had some issues with this in this session, but this will be a part of like event organizing.
Correct.
Operation is more like following the instructions and kind of and to make sure that everything what is supposed to work is working. Um, and we also will have website developer. Basically, it's kind of someone who develops things.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who develops things, kind of to like for the website, for instance, you will say, "Oh, I don't like this section. This section must be moved there." As a developer, you will kind of work on this task. So, Kevin, give me kind of just put me as an update. So, as of now,
Yeah.
like you show them KenyaX, right, website,
Correct. Correct.
and
Yes.
do they have kind of good suggestions or no?
Yes. They have good suggestions. Yeah. Like
Give me one.
I probably will share on the screen.
Well, Kevin, Sharon, I will get back kind of to our conversation. So the idea to, in order to develop something like this the need to develop must be identified, right? So for instance, people do, for instance, we are creating this program, right? But
Mm-hmm.
before creation this program, like I analyzed through my life, like the job market and how it was kind of done. And I found, oh, this piece is missing. People like young people often don't have opportunities to work, to be in the workforce. And that is why we're building this. So analysis precedes development, right? So analysis, it is something somebody analyzes things, collect requirements, and then it prompts the development. Does it make sense?
Yes.
That's cool. Okay, I see KenyaX report. I would like to appreciate the pioneers of KenyaX. GD upon strengths, the idea. I don't see the whole screen. I see only strengths.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
design is a bit outdated. Of course, we didn't work on the design yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Ken, this PDF, right?
Yes, this is PDF.
Yeah, I see it's PDF. PDF. At the top, I believe inside should be footer. Yeah, so this is the good kind of, I see suggestions, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you are doing this like you are analyzing it, right?
Correct.
As a user. Like this is a user testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you are, what whomever wrote it, I don't know. Uh, he or she is saying, "Oh, I really don't like kind of the social media. The social media shouldn't be included here because it's disruptional because of there." So this is more like a user experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Uh, like analysis, what analysis can include also? It's really good, and like as a result of this, we can develop like requirements, right?
Yeah.
So basically, this can be like a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Um, you can also, besides user experience, what else you can do in order to analyze the product? You can compare with other products. Like in the first session, I already kind of mentioned this question, right? What do you offer and how is different from the offers of the others, right? So we can see maybe similar like websites or from this area, someone who attracts what the, what would they do in order to help people to get in. Also, I don't know how you're familiar with their AI, artificial intelligence kind of tools. Some of them can be useful too, and they will be useful. You
Mm-hmm.
can use it for analysis, or you can kind of summarizing or creating reports. So we plan kind of these AI tools will be a part of of your potential like product analyst role. Um, and to create report, which is kind of again you did pretty high level thing on PDF with their icons, pictures.
Correct. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to make it. It looks like to me like requirements for $1 million project.
Yeah. So it.
By the way, the training eventually it should be a training like product analyst, kind of work product analyst,
Mm-hmm.
like training.
Mm-hmm.
But we still need to develop this training. We are not at, like I want to mention and I want to say very clearly that I have no plans to create a school or like training facility or to prepare you for specific like specialty or whatever. My goal is kind of, or my objective, it's what drives me, uh, is uh, is to create something which is not exist as of now. because I don't want to do whatever is already available in the market. I cannot speak about Kevin's kind of objectives, but my objective is to develop something which is not, which doesn't exist. So if the training, like product analyst training, exists, we may possibly take a look at this, maybe develop and just send students there. Could be if we can partner. But kind of this training parts, like all the trainings which we will do, will be minimal enough to start working, enough to start producing. We don't want to be a training company. We don't want to be a school. We don't want to be university or college or whatever. We want to complement what exists, what exists, right?
Correct.
But Kevin, you started saying something. I cut you off, right?
No, no, no.
So this is good. This is kind of who did it. It's kind of
Ryan. Yeah, this is a report from Ryan, and he had very
Ryan.
good and detailed suggestions.
Ryan, did someone help you? Your parents?
Not really. Just sat down, analyzed it, and wrote down the report. Yeah.
Because I feel like you did like formatting and kind of what tool did you use? I see like you bold it, make like lists.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a point you
What
emphasize on some
to,
things
Yeah,
using different font
screenshots.
color, screenshots. Actually, these are
yeah.
actually screenshots there. Then an explanation of suggesting what would improve. So yes,
What
yeah.
tool do you use? Where you
I
developed
use
like in Adobe,
I
Adobe
I
Acrobat?
use this.
What
Now I use this Google Docs. It was actually Google Docs.
Google
Yeah.
Docs?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like it's highly organized. It looked like really highly organized and kind of thoughtful and kind of the pictures. It's a cool product. By the way, this is the product by itself, right?
Yeah.
This is the product by itself. This is your work product. We can other give other to analyze what you have done.
Yes.
We can use your product for like the others to criticize and to give, but because it's not only because you cannot you are not able to create kind of anything perfect, right? It's no perfect in the world.
Yeah.
So it can be improved, and maybe the other peers will suggest what needs to be improved. The only
Yes.
thing that this product should be available to them, and they can see.
Correct.
I
But
think
what is kind
Kevin.
of when you analyze, yeah, what you
I think
analyze KenyaX website, what do you feel the goal is? Were you given the objective what the goal of KenyaX is?
I think
KenyaX website.
I stay with the idea, with the concept that it helps mostly people who are done with high school during that
Hmm.
period before they enter university, like figure out or try out new fields, new career paths, experiment on them, then yeah, figure out what their passion is, yeah, and move forward with it. Yeah, that was my whole understanding of
I,
next.
I would say in this while they are still in the school, it can be useful too. But
Yeah, that's
again,
okay.
what is the goal? Like, what is the goal? Like, based on your analysis or your because you I don't know whether as a part of your analysis you talked to Kevin. You definitely didn't talk to me. But what is the goal? What is your idea? What is the goal of KenyaX website? KenyaX website? Why we develop it? Why we why why did like why it exists? What is your vision? What is your perception? What is this
Gary,
function? Because everything should have this function, right? The
yeah,
car
true.
should drive. like the software which we are using for this conference should support the conference. Um, like the earbuds are created to hear the sound and to capture the mic exists to capture the microphone. What is the goal of the KenyaX website? What do you feel?
As I've put it, I think it acts as a guide, and also as you've put it, say when you go to a restaurant, you get a menu. A menu kind of guides you on what the options that are there, and enables you to act on what is there. So I believe Kenya X guides uh, people, young people, to their future career, to enter in the job
What
market
what
and
what will
places.
be? Yeah, I like it. Some use kind of abbreviation which is called like KPI, key performance indicators. Like how how will we measure whether KenyaX is successful or not successful? What is kind of what the KenyaX website shall produce? What do you feel?
Personally, what I could think of is feedback from users who get to use the website, uh, blind testing, getting to like putting it out there, getting people to use it and getting feedback from them. Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
say.
feedback can be like one of the indicators, but not every person leave the feedback. Uh, there are even like different tendencies. Like feedback is good for improvement, but literally, let's say with the KenyaX website, it costs something, right? Like the cost to keep it in their internet, it costs something, right? Like to develop it also costs something.
True.
So what the expense like to invest this money to this website? Like we are exchanging it for the feedback. Feedback is a byproduct, but this is not the main product, like the main kind of result of the website. So from what I kind of envision it, what we discussed with Kevin,
Hmm.
uh, we we use the word funnel, right? So let's imagine all the people, like let's take you, right?
Yeah.
You are it's kind of some so-called like purchase or sales funnel. So initially, for instance, Kevin came to the institution, right, and say, "Oh, guys, we have this program, right? How many people were there?" I would say maybe 20 people, right? I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never
True.
been.
True.
I kind
True.
of Kevin, how many people were there?
Over about 50 the day I came.
Hey,
50. Okay, correct.
was
So 50
yeah.
was kind of this 50 was so-called like a top of the funnel. It's kind of people whom we reach out to be aware of what we do, right?
Yeah.
Then from those 50,
Hmm.
like let's say 20 got interested in, right? We
Yeah.
call it leads, right? Leads.
Correct.
And from those who are get interested in, like only five get started, right?
Yeah.
So like from at the top of the funnel we have 50. In the middle we had about 20 people who got to their website or to kind of send them cyber, start registering, give up. Some give up, some decided to go. But eventually it will be like fewer and fewer and fewer. That is called like funnel because we take more people then to identify, ooh, who's interested in.
Yeah.
with whom clicks, with whom it works, and we will work with the people who has a benefit for this. So the goal, the purpose of KenyaX website is to take the leads, people who are interested in, and to move them to to introduce the program better, and eventually to identify who want to be a prospect, someone who want to start the process like you started. Does
Correct.
it make sense, Ryan?
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
So the goal, like feedback, also another good kind of good outcome. But this is more like a we are building this website not for the feedback. We build this website. The idea is to move people from aware to participants, right? And not all who are aware will become participants. And this is natural. It's normal. It's okay. Not every 50 needed to be here, right? No. We we pitched, we say it is what we have. If you need it, if you like it, if you feel it's useful for you, come to us. Come be with us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the next step? Kind of you saw like can we do something like for the development part, or we will kind of keep this analysis, right? So let's say for analysis, I like the idea to for them to touch something on the top of the funnel.
Mm-hmm.
KenyaX is in the middle of the funnel. Cinem Cyber and they're in the bottom of the funnel, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they can, if they are done with the KenyaX, we can give them something from other like our maybe YouTube channel. You posted it in AI North. Why
Yeah.
not?
All right. We can do that. We can start analysis also on the education channel. We have more of our videos, and also their suggestions can help us probably structure
I want,
it.
yeah, yeah. We can jump. We can kind of like education, more like a bottom of the funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will intersect somewhere in the middle. I kind of maybe it makes sense to take something from the top of the funnel. It
Okay.
either like a AI nerds or maybe like some of our websites like
Mm-hmm.
What's Next or whatever you did. Um, you did several, right?
With
With
Evans.
Evans.
Yeah. All right. So we can do.
What's Next or What Up or VAT or whatever.
Mhm. Okay. Let's take. I believe Wise Next can be the best for this. For the next step, since it also has a lot of information about the program and how to expect at the end of it, what to expect at the end of the program.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So kind of we need to decide what to do with their like reports which we already have,
correct.
um, or maybe to keep them for for the next stage. So
Hmm.
someone will work on the development of the improvements, right?
Yeah,
And to get into kind of give them, let's say, ysnack.com.
hmm. Okay.
Brian, does it make sense or no? You are kind of as a leader, our leader of the, how we will call it, of the cohort.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah, it really makes sense, and it's a really good approach, I think.
I, d- I need to say I have no specific like structured plan, and I'm not sure that the structured plan should exist because I really don't know where you are, what is your like interests and so on and so forth. So that is why I want to kind of to build it together, and that is why we need you. I couldn't, or Kevin couldn't develop on his own and just say, "Oh, you guys use it," right? Because let's say only you can know what you like, what will clicks with you, right?
Correct. So, based on your suggestions, probably also for this event, we will use this to structure the next session for the next team. So, like the next
Yeah.
product analysts
So, so the
have a structured
yeah. So the idea
that
is,
is what we
so
have.
I would say it's very useful. It's very useful for like Ryan or whomever also like did any report.
Hmm.
For Ryan, it's very useful to see what Rahim recorded his video,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Correct.
Because they did the same task,
Yeah.
and this is interesting. Like for instance, if I do something, I always wonder what others did, right?
Yeah.
So, and I would say this is cool. This is
Hmm.
good. Also, uh, how we will be motivating people to be in the program. We discussed this or no, Kevin?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
discussed, right?
We discussed this, and also the team is aware of this, as well as the bond
Okay, that's cool.
folks who do like exceptionally well.
Yeah, let's do like kind of every time some bonus. But I don't know about the any legal like things how it will go. Whether they are kind of minors or adults or like they're
Yeah, so the team,
kind of
everyone who's joined the team is above 18 and they're eligible to work.
okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Hmm.
It's not really work, but I don't know how the legal. I have very raw understanding of how it works and how what their legal considerations can be.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can do like every session we can do kind of some the best participant or the best
With,
participant or kind of the maybe the best question.
mhm.
I don't feel like we need to do it today because you mentioned that several people were absent, right? So it will be probably not fair.
Hmm.
Correct or no? What
Correct,
do you think?
correct. So we have, I see Ashley joined us. So just one person,
Yeah. Yes.
Moses, who hasn't been able to join us today.
But starting next session, kind of good question, good idea, good report.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
Correct.
Or
I also,
maybe more. I don't know. I'm really interested in,
mhm.
and I'm really excited about this initiative, and
Yeah.
I want to move kind of to keep it going.
Correct. So also like this video for like a fast session of product analysts, it can be used to it can be analyzed, and the team can come up with suggestions of how we can structure the session where we'll be introducing the product analysts, like we will how we will structure the first session of product analysis.
Yeah, we will do this product analysis after. So let's say, let's kind of do this way. So they will take a look at kind of at something on the top of the funnel, like
Mhm.
what's next.
Correct.
They will take a look at, like they already taken a look at something on the middle of the funnel,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of KenyaX.
Mm-hmm.
They can analyze CNM Cyber too, right? On the
Yes.
bottom of the funnel.
Correct. Yeah.
Or maybe the space which they are at, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe CNM Cyber. And after this,
Mm-hmm.
kind of the next will be like we will move to the development, kind of development part.
Mm-hmm.
And development as of now probably will be development of this product analyst role.
Yes.
We can ask just um, like AI powered bots say what product analyst should be or what the training should look like.
Sure.
And then we will see what we are missing, what we
Mm-hmm.
are missing,
Mm-hmm.
what we can pick,
Okay.
like elementary basic training.
Yes.
Again, I don't want to go to like a special, like detail, like 2 3 more years. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
not our. But to scratch the surface, it is what we want to do, right?
Yes. Yeah. And also, like, if the team has any question, please feel free to unmute and ask. Or if you have suggestions, uh, please feel free to share.
At any time, you can,
Mhm.
like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We need your we need your feedback, or how to say, your input in our product.
Mr. Kevin, as you've said, moving forward, we're gonna be pen testing the another website, another different website.
Correct.
I was to ask the
Hmm.
current website, like KenyaX, are we
Hmm.
still free to give our suggestions
Sure.
on the
Sure.
improvements?
Yes. Yes.
Feel free to do that.
All right.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Of course, and moreover, we will work kind of on the next. We will try to develop, to implement your, like, to analyze your suggestions. So eventually, someone will kind of, like, maybe other your peers should analyze what you have done, right,
Mm-hmm.
and decide what we will be working
Implementing.
on,
Yeah.
what will become kind of the requirements. And at the next stage, we will be implementing these requirements. So,
Correct.
for instance, if we can do something on our own, like let's say on our teams or existing freelancers like Evans, we can possibly do it on our own. If we need more, like let's say website developers, we can take others. Also, I feel it makes sense to do not only websites, to kind of to jump, like let's say YouTube channel,
Mhm.
or even the product itself, like Common Hour, or Common Hour is in there in our middle of the funnel, right?
Yes.
Kind of this event by itself,
Mm-hmm.
what we need to improve.
All right. So we'll do a brief QA session and adjourn the meeting. I see we've taken too much time already. So if anyone has
Yeah.
questions, please feel free to ask. Silence means no questions. So thank you guys for
We, but we have like a kind of a channel of communication, right? So
correct.
they can ask questions. We
Hmm.
don't, like, some people don't want to ask questions kind of just publicly.
Yeah,
Um, Maybe we should have some channel, like kind of for,
for
like,
questions.
like feed like back channel or feedback channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So thank you, everyone. I believe this was a success. Looking forward to what we'll be able to do. And I'm excited as well. I know Gary is, and I hope all of you are. So thank you, guys. Till next week. Bye bye for now.
And if someone is not excited, it's okay too.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian wanted to say something.
No, I pressed it by mistake.
Ah,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah, because some people are excited at the beginning and they faded later, and some
Mhm.
people are not kind of see like want to see what is going on or I will be there, and they may get excited later. So it could be.
Yeah.
People are people. They have different. All of